devoted chosen. Such misplaced zeal, their eyes remain closed to the true path. Not like you.
Welcome back to another WoW video. Today we'll be listing our 5 classes to farm with and what they bring to the table. It's always a great thing to know what your class brings to farming. So let's get right into the video. The first class we'll be covering is Monk, specifically Brewmaster. The Monk is a fast boy, but better yet, Brew is known for his Ox statue farming. Make it a one-man farm spot dude. Ox statue can be set anywhere, pull threat to it, and gain aggro before others tag said mob. Now back in the day, Windwalker used to have Ox statue, but those days are gone. This alone actually makes it a go-to spec to farm with, but adding it is actually a Brew spec, so it is tank spec. So threat is high on the list, meaning more pulls, more mobs. Make sure to refresh your Ox statue in locations you need to farm, and just with one click you can put your Ox statue back down again because the CD is very low, making the Monk a very fun class to play because you have a buddy that will always help you when you need him. Hunter, also known as Huntard in the community, gets his name unfairly and is always blamed for pulling everything. Is one of the best farmers out there. One of the ways it brings farming to the table is feigned death. A lot of raids and dungeons have spots where you can kill all but a few mobs. You can feign death and reset them all. Example, Ice Crown. This is actually a great spot to do as I'm showing you right now. What you do is kill all the mobs but the 3 casters, then feign death and it will respawn. Now you can do this over and over as much as your heart's desire without going outside of the raid and resetting. I did a whole video called Hunter Spotlight. Check that out. It has all these farms that you can actually do this with. Also, a great place to do this is AQ20. Go to the second boss, kill the generals, and until the last boss actually is going to come to you. And what happens is he feigns death and he resets. Now, why would you do this instead of just, going through the whole raid? Well, the reason why you would do this is because these generals here have a high chance to drop high in T-Mog. I got one and it's called Cloudkeeper leg plates. It's very worth it to do it because a lot of people want to use this mod for things done in Goldshire, which I cannot speak here on YouTube. But that said, guys, I hope you go and do this. It's a great way of farming. I call this toon the sneaky one due to how you farm with them. It's basic and very easy, and that's pickpocket. You can obtain dice, boxes, and more just doing this without killing. Now the downside is someone else can actually pickpocket and you cannot pickpocket it. That's when you actually go to dungeons and raids and you actually do it there. There's a lot of raids that are actually heavily humanoid, so don't worry, there's some good stuff out there. It's always good to have a rogue on the roster due to how things play out. There was a time when rogues could pickpocket in BFA, raid mobs, and obtain BOEs. Just imagine how good and how much gold people got when they knew about this before it was fixed. Now Shadowlands is coming out, and to be honest with you, there's going to be a lot of goodies for Thieves Masters out there alike. Druid, once the shining farmer of the game for all aspects. Not so much anymore, but in some aspects it's still king. That aspect is picking herbs while fly mode. No, don't get me wrong, Sky Golem and mount items and so forth exist and they do cost some gold, but if you're a druid you do not have to pay for that. Druid in flight form cannot get unmounted and to be honest is really good at getting away when needed. Druids are something to think about when farming herbs. Now you can farm other things and loot other things in fly mode, but the best bet is to go for herbs when you're a druid. But not gonna ignore the good old days though. It used to be amazing back in the day when Starfall was just that, Starfall. Now it's not even Starfall. The new king of fast is here, and that is Demon Hunters. Their mobility is amazing. Demon Hunters have a lot of AoE they can bring to the table, so not a lot of waiting around for AoE moves. On top of that, they have a continual AoE for a few seconds, so you can kill and run. Demon Hunters are limited at this time of making this video, but in Shadowlands, restrictions will be lifted and you can have a full server of Demon Hunters if you want to. Now, I will say right now, unlike other classes, for some reason, Demon Hunters are more tanky as DPS specs, and to be honest with you, you want to have a Demon Hunter on your team because you can do stuff like FreeHold, which a lot of classes can't do because of their survivability rate and so forth. A special shout out will be going to a Warlock, and to be honest with you, the Warlock has nothing going for it, but I will say that one of the biggest things that you could take with a Warlock is actually its circles. Now there is a raid, which you can see here, that I do, and you could put a Warlock circle at the beginning and then just come right back to it and go to the entrance like it's nothing. No need to custom, find your groups, no need to do anything like that to get out of a raid. Other than that, yeah, probably will stay away from Warlocks when you're actually farming. So with that, this was our list of classes that you should farm with. Yes, others have some niches that could be good. Let me know below who you farm with and why. Also, thank you so much to my patrons who went that extra mile. Y'all guys and gals help me out more than you actually know. If you enjoyed my video, hit me up and actually hit the like button, subscribe, and like always, stay stashy.